Senator, you mean to say you have no independent recollection of how you got to the chicken ranch?
That's God's own truth. Of course, now I have my suspicions. I mean, who's the most dedicated anti-communist in the state legislature?
Well, I suspect you're about to nominate yourself.
Well, it just stands to reason someone want to harm my good name.
Now, how were you coaxed into a whorehouse, though?
I'm surprised you boys hadn't figured that out for yourselves. I was doped. Yes, sir, them commies is always doping our college kids. I was easy prey.
Senator, there used to be communists lived out in Waco, but he died in '68.
Yeah.
Presumably then, these communist agents stripped you and planted you in a strange bed?
All unbeknownst to me. But just remember, that church ain't over till they sing. And once this thing's exposed, I'll be vindicated.
Ladies and gentlemen, His Excellency, the Governor of Texas!
My friends, I want to thank you for such a warm and sincere ovation. Gentlemen, you may ask your questions now.
Governor, sir, what do you think of the explosive situation in the Middle East?
Well, I was just saying at the weekly prayer breakfast this morning in this historic capital that the Jews and the Arabs need to settle their differences in a Christian manner.
How do you account, Governor, for the current high unemployment rate in our state?
There's nothing unusual about that, just the natural law of economics. The real reason for this unemployment thing, people are out of work.
Governor never beat those watchdog men. What about the chicken ranch, Governor?
Fellow Texans, I am proudly standing here to humbly say, I assure you, and I mean it, now who says I don't speak out as plain as day, and fellow Texans, I'm for progress, and the flag long may it fly. I'm a poor boy, come to greatness, so it follows that I cannot tell a lie.
What the hell did he just say? There's dozy dozy, little lambsy daisy.
Ooh, I love to dance a little sausage. Now you see me, now you don't know how to go. And ooh, I love to sweep around a watchstick, cut a little swap and lead the people on.
Governor, why is it that certain banks receive special treatment when the state deposits its money?
Sound business practice.
What about industrial pollution? Even the Houston Shipping Channel caught fire. Come on now.
We put it out, didn't we?
What are you gonna do about the chicken ranch?
Now, my good friend, it behooves me to be solemn and declare I'm for goodness and for profit and for living clean and saying daily prayer. And now, my good friends, you can sleep nights. I'll continue to stand tall. You can trust me, for I promise I will keep a watchful eye upon you all.
This is all going over my head.
You and Will Chambers.
Ooh, I love to dance a little sausage. Now you see me, now you're gonna come and gone. Ooh, I love to sweep around a white stick, cut a little swap and lead these people on.
Governor, never beat those watchdog men. Governor, why has the chicken ranch never been so far long ago?
Beg your
I
pardon?
is organized crime involved.
Must be some acoustical problems in here.
Are you worried about payoffs and bribes out there?
Governor, never beat those watchdog men. Governor, what do you plan to do about the chicken ranch ain't been snowed up?
Now, Miss Mona, I don't know her, so I've heard that name. Though, of course, I no close contact, so what she is doing, I can only guess. And now, Miss Mona, a blemish on the face of that good town. I am taking certain steps here. Somewhere someone's gonna have to close it down.
Look at that freak show. Every night Texas must be up there. both sides.
You reckon the governor was just making political big talk? He ain't hit a lick since he announced he was closing us.
That bastard don't keep one promise in 10. Yeah, but he's as unpredictable as a high wind. He probably scored in the high 90s on some silly test. Girls, you better just stay out of sight. I don't think we're going to have any guests coming home tonight with that mob out there.
Even the Coca-Cola man says his wife won't let him make no more deliveries out here. We in trouble this time, ain't we, Miss Mona?
Well, it ain't what I'd call the ideal situation. Hey, how many of them politicians you think got elected by whooping up on us?
I count 3 in my time.
But you know old Miss Woola Jean? She'd be ringing that bell just as soon as the polls were closed. Oh, but this is a different time. With television broadcasting it from hell to breakfast.
I should have been disappointed in that old chef.
Ah, he had his moments. When I first met Ed Earl, he looked like he walked right out of a cowboy picture show. Tall and handsome. He took me to Galveston for a night. I never told anybody that before.
Oh, is that right?
It was President Kennedy's inauguration, and we watched it on the television in the hotel room. Ooh, that was high cotton for me. Fresh out of the panhandle. I never even seen salt water. But I remember the sun was shining, and the water out on that Gulf looked so blue it made my eyes ache. Sun was shining on President Kennedy, too. But that must have been some kind of cold up there because every time he spoke, his breath made little puffy clouds of smoke every time he hit the air. That's how I remember that day. We had a champagne brunch. I ordered eggs Benedict, which I thought was mighty high-toned. I didn't even know that the chef had screwed up on the hollandaise sauce. When he took me back here, he pulled a dress out of a bag and sort of poked it at me like it might bite him, and he said, "Here, Cakes, this is for you." He was never worth a shit at grammar. But I never felt more like Cinderella. I was probably no more than a bread and butter note. But I remember the sun shining, blue, blue water out on that Gulf. President Kennedy's breath making little puffy clouds of smoke. And the worst fucking eggs Benedict I ever put on my tongue. Nah, he's just not cut out for the big leagues. Not anymore, anyhow.
I'm sure I'm sorry for the trouble you've been having this moment.
Oh, don't feel sorry for me, honey. I started out poor and worked my way up to outcast. You just got to learn to expect nothing out of life. Were you fixing to say a little something about how life don't seem so fair? Don't even start. Don't even start. Were you looking to get a little disappointed? Teardrop go in there, don't make me laugh. Please don't touch my heart. Who said life was a roller coaster? Who said life was sweet surprise? Who said life was a circus poster? Not me, so ask me no questions, give me no answers, and I'll tell you no lies.
Well, you're getting yourself a little moody, cause some folks are downright mean on me, oh my, ain't that a shame? Well, you're starting to tell a little story about the troubles that you've seen, please spare me that sad self-pity game. Who said life was a bourbon? Who said life was peach ice cream? Who said life was a box of cherries? Not me, so ask me no questions, give me no answers, and I'll say no dreams.
Were you thinking that you were gonna maybe have to leave this lovely town again? If one
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Well, you're not the first person to tell me that. All right.
Oh, what's the matter, honey?
I've had phone calls all day. I ain't had time to eat.
Well, here's your curb service breakfast. Quite a tire on the tip. It's the same as always, Sheriff. 2 fried blind with beeswax and biscuit bullets on the side.
Why can't you just say eggs and honey and biscuits just like everybody else?
All that cafe lingo sounds like a Chinese jet.
Oh, I hear folks is running up and down the street signing 2 petitions. One to close down the chicken ranch and the other to declare it a historic national monument.
Well, I just prefer you to mention those petitions till after I ate. You waiting to see if it's gonna make me sick?
No, I tried it out on my dog first. Just thought I'd be neighborly and take the plate back.
You neighborly my hind foot. You and everybody else in this town, y'all just snooping around like y'all been hired to write a book. I need some damn peace and quiet around here because I've got some hard thinking to do.
Yeah, you're under enough of a handicap as it is.
Sheriff, you can't hear nothing out there except the goddamn talk about the chicken range.
Why, it's like a rogue record. Chicken ranch, chicken ranch, chicken ranch, chicken ranch.
Boys, there are some folks in this town that you will do not to part with, and I'm one of them. How about you just leave the law to me?
Because people aren't buying nothing, Sheriff. They just stand around in clumps, wringing their hands, talking about this damn mess.
And I've had to spend all my time playing mayor. I haven't sold a car all week.
You ain't got but a handful of supporters left at Earl.
See there? I don't like this publicity. I have to say, it ain't good for business. It ain't good for the town.
Of course not. You can't just stand around waiting to grow tits. You gotta do something. Everybody's going ape shit over this mafia scare.
Mafia? Yeah, they're afraid they're gonna start finding bodies in cement overcoats. Mafia.
Goats May, we're gonna have to clear on out of here. We got some men talking to do.
Yeah. I see what you mean. You boys have done such a fabulous job on things so far. Keep up the good work.
Now the governor's... Now the governor says we're going to call out the Texas Rangers.
The governor don't need no damn Texas Rangers. Boys, look, I've got me a pretty good bullshit detector, and I can damn sure tell when somebody is pissing on my boots and telling me it's a rainstorm. Now, all the governor is trying to do is to make the television idiot happy and cozy up to the Jesus bunch. I mean, if the governor was so fire keen to close down Miss Mona, all the hells he's got to do is give me a little bitty tiny phone call. That's it. That's all he's got to do, and then I close it down. Hell, I wouldn't have no choice but to close it down.
Why you got to wait on the call then, Sheriff? Why don't you just do it yourself?
Yeah, why don't you grab the bull by the horns and lead your damn self?
Boys, I'm getting a little bit sick of all this goddamn whining. Okay? Now, you were perfectly fine when your eyes were closed and you had a bird's nest on the ground, so I don't want to hear any of this. Yeah. Sheriff Dodd speaking. Yes, sir. Well, that's all you have to say, Governor. Yes, sir. Well, sir, we would have taken care of this thing locally had you not let it get on Johnny Carson. No, sir. No, sir, no, you don't worry about that. You just go ahead and hold that whip hand. country dog in the city. If I stand still, they'll fuck me. If I try to run, they'll bite me in the ass. Suppose you boys heard about it.
You really gonna do it then, Ed Earl?
You gonna close it down?
But I said I would, didn't I?
Smell like sand.
Sorry, Cakes. There's just some bells you shouldn't ring.
Hey, maybe I'll dye my hair. Maybe I'll move somewhere. Maybe I'll get a car. Maybe I'll drive so far they all lose track. Me, I'll bounce right back. Maybe I'll sleep real late. Maybe I'll lose some weight. Maybe I'll clear my junk. Maybe I'll just get drunk, but I know why. Me, I'll be just fine and dandy. Lord, it's like a hard candy Christmas. I'm barely getting through tomorrow. Still, I can't let sorrow bring me way down. I'll be fine and dandy. Lord, it's like a hard candy Christmas. I'm barely getting through tomorrow. Still, I can't let sorrow bring me way down. Hey, maybe I'll learn to sew. Maybe I'll just lie low. Maybe I'll hit the bar. Maybe I'll count the stars until the dawn. Me, I will go on. Maybe I'll settle down. Maybe I'll just leave town. Maybe I'll have some fun. Maybe I'll meet someone and make him mine. Me, I'll be just fine and dandy. Lord, it's like a hard candy Christmas. I'm barely getting through tomorrow. Still, I can't let sorrow bring me way down. Do you believe I'm gonna miss this rat hole?
Well, you're crazy too.
No, I just got used to having a permanent address. It's the next best thing I've had to a home since the OK Corral Trailer Park back in Wichita Falls. You know, one night I went out honky tonkin', and when I got home, my bastard husband had hitched up our trailer to a truck and hauled ass. Sorry, but somebody said he went out to work on the Alaska pipeline. He did. Well, didn't this whole Melvin Thorpe thing surprise you, Linda Lou?
Hell, nothing surprises me nowadays. If you told me it was snowing shit, I'd ask if it was chicken or horse and how many inches.
Oh, God, when I first started hustling, I was sure I was going to be one of those high-priced city call girls. You know, with the silks and the furs and the sports cars and the soft makeup gear to make your soft lighting work. You know what I mean. I thought it was going to be great. So I don't get it. My face don't stop no clocks. How'd I end up here on this $4 mattress?
It's about as cheerful in here as a funeral parlor.
Well, kid, you just ain't been around here long enough to grow any roots.
Well, what difference does it make where we do what we do? It ain't like we gotta carry no heavy equipment around with us.
Oh, Shy, honey, you're going to do just fine in this dirty business.
Well, baby, it takes one to know one. Look, I know everything is a mess, and I care about it. It's just that I can't help feeling like a little kid going on a trip.
Well, then you ought to try Las Vegas.
Get off it.
Man, I made a shit pot full of money out there one time. Working them big hotels and casinos. All
them conventioneers away from Mama and feeling wild.
Why don't we go to Las Vegas and team up then?
Oh, honey, I've lost a step. Shreveport's more my speed right now. Just call me Sadie Motel. Open 24 hours. Hot and cold running drunks. Waking up every morning to somebody else's bad breath. Somehow, it just never seemed to be quite like that around here.
Well, I'm going home to see my kid.
Come on, girl. You're gonna be screwing for money as soon as you get your little bags unpacked.
No, not this time. Don't bet on it. This time I am going home for Christmas. I'm getting me a straight job, and I'm gonna like it.
Maybe so, but you'll never own a yacht.
Me, I'll be just fine and dandy. The Lord is like a hard candy Christmas. I'm barely getting through tomorrow. Still I can't let sorrow bring me way down. I'll be fine and dandy. Lord, it's like a hard candy Christmas. I'm barely getting through tomorrow. Still I can't let sorrow bring me way down. I'll be fine and dandy. Lord, it's like a hard candy Christmas. I'm barely getting through tomorrow. Still I can't let sorrow bring me way down. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'll be Caught a bus from Amarillo, it was going to San Antonio. Had a brand new cardboard suitcase and a window seat alone. I thought that I was something, and I thought that I'd go far. Maybe be a restaurant hostess, maybe be a movie star. On the bus from Amarillo, chased a train along the track. And I never looked behind me 'cause I wasn't coming back. I had a one-way ticket to nowhere. I was finally traveling free. I had a one-way ticket to nowhere. Anything was possible for me.
How a past just disappears. How the days turn into weeks and how weeks turn into years. And it's funny how you wait for things and want that lucky day. And it's funny how when the bus stopped, I got off and walked away.
And the bus from Amarillo, I can hear it still go by. Guess I missed my only chance, and now I swear I don't know why. Yes, life's a one-way ticket to nowhere. All the joy I was probably free. Yes, life's a one-way ticket to nowhere. Anything is possible for me.
Howdy, Jewel.
Sharon?
I'll be in the comments one.
You all right, Mom?
Hadn't felt so good since I had the measles.
Well, just goddamn everything.
No shot to do that, Earl. You ought to just put this whole
governor and all them people that turned tail when this thing broke open, well, some of them are claiming to be my friends. People I broke bread with and run rabbits with and took home when they was drunk, and I owe them something, Mona, and I always pay my debts. I just don't understand how this thing turned to clapper the way that it done. I sure as hell don't. It came out of nowhere. It swallowed me whole before I knew it was hungry.
Earl, I made a lot of money. I had a few laughs. I danced a bit. It's just time to pay the fiddler, that's all.
God damn, I just had to cost a goddamn television.
It's over, Earl. Jesus.
You'll have to get lonesome on that farm.
Well, maybe you can come over to East Texas every now and then and hunt squirrel or something.
You or the girls need a ride?
No, I got my pickup truck and Jill's got a car. But if you can keep those television and newspaper boys from hounding us out of town, look, you can do it short of killing.
You ain't got to worry about that. No, I've got them peckerwoods roped off a mile on each side. And I've got constables and highway patrolmen and deputies holding them back till hell won't have it.
That's good, Earl.
Well, I guess I better get on back to the office and start stomping out grass fires. It's, there's still a lot of folks upset, you know?
I know. You gone. Earl?
Yeah, Kix.
Do you remember President Kennedy's inauguration speech?
That was the one where he said, ask your country not to do something for you, but you go ahead and do something for your country. That's the one?
Something like that. Do you remember where you were when you first heard it?
Oh. God, Kix, that's been how many years ago? Why?
Oh, I don't know. Just seem to sort of have that day on my mind lately, that's all. Well, you better run along.
Yeah. Better run along.